We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the along with your issue agency location to 55555. A member of our destinations will respond and address your concerns immediately.
Just a reminder, folks, the next person to be here for a figure eight giveaway.
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that Brad...
Look for Cleveland. Wade comes in for Mobley. And it's Strus in for Hunter. Well, for those of you who may not be aware, MP has set his sights on making sure any teams that finish higher than his last year are going to be met with a big L. That's a pretty big challenge.
Well, I can say that so far, MP has got the job done and proving he can rise to the challenge. Still, plenty of basketball left to play in this season, so we'll see how he handles the extra attention with opposing teams bringing their best to try to prove MP wrong.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Podziemski, Jimmy Butler out there with Moody. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Jay in at the 2 spot. Garland for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Garland's got 8. Warriors trail by 3. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
The 3. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
When you have a traditional big man like Allen, you expect those offensive boards. Second chance points are a must.
Back to Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Here's Jay. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Garland. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Allen. On the wing, Wade. Butler covering. And here's Garland. Give him 8. 4 on the clock. From deep, Mitchell. They get it again. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about...
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Cavaliers ahead, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Jay in at the shooting guard. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and Max Strus picks up the foul. Well, that's his first foul of the game. Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. To the inside. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
It was true team basketball we saw out of them. Always willing to work together, no one making himself bigger than the team.
Jerome passes to Hunter. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Jay. And rejected. Merrill with it. Still without a bucket. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Shot is good by Curry.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Curry passes to Jay. 5 on the clock. From the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
A different look for Cleveland. He's checked in for Okiki. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Butler. 29 points for him last game against Boston.
And not just scoring. He was a terror defensively. Active hands disrupting offensive sets time and again.
Pass to Jay. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Tyson, defended by Podziemski. Here's Garland. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Garland's got 10 points.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Jay. To the wing on the left. Releases. Here's Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's on Darius Garland. It's his first trip to the line.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Evan Mobley comes in for Jerome. And that one's good. Mitchell.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Here's Jay. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Saturday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls. Here's Jay. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
One of the all-time great passing big men. Green opens up so many opportunities for this offense.
Outside Garland. Great D that time from Podziemski. Warriors trail by 12. The floater. The shot by Butler. No good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Count the basket. Hunter's got 7 points here in the quarter.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Jay. Off the mark there with a three. Pass to Mitchell. It's stolen by Green. 1 second left. The shot misses. And that concludes the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.